This video is focused on talking about the structures of the nucleus. The nucleus is the most important defining characteristics of eukaryotic cells. This is, if we had to point to one structure that separated prokaryotes from eukaryotes, it's going to be the nucleus. Okay. And as we saw with the plasma membrane infolding, we're going to have the nuclear envelope, which is the plasma membrane that separates the nucleus from the rest of the cell, is composed of two phospholipid bilayers. We also, in the nucleus, have a dark staining region called the nucleolus. Let's see. And so, yeah, that's this kind of center part here. This is an area of the nucleus that's rich in proteins and RNA, which is a specific type of RNA. So we'll get into all those details later. So here we have lots of RNA and protein all bound up in the nucleus. That all those proteins and RNA are going to leave the nucleus through this nuclear pore. And go into the cytoplasm or maybe get stuck to the nuclear envelope and become a ribosome. And so the nucleolus is kind of, you can kind of think of it as a baby ribosome. So all over the endoplasmic reticulum and all over the nuclear envelope, and then also free floating in the cytoplasm, we have all those ribosomes, and they originate in the nucleus, in that nucleolus region. The main job of the nucleus is to regulate gene expression, and we're going to go into all the details of that later on in the course. So look forward to that in chapters 15 and 16 about the controlling gene expression. Okay. So nucleus comes from the word meaning kernel or nut. Again, and the nucleus is that membrane-bound region of the eukaryotic cell where we're going to have the DNA be stored. It's where the chromosomes are. The nucleolus, again, this is where we have that darkly stained, lots of protein, lots of RNA going to develop into ribosomes later. Nuclear envelope is that double phospholipid bilayers. It is continuous with the endoplasmic reticulum, so we can actually take that and trace it, the nuclear envelope, to the endoplasmic reticulum. So here's our nuclear envelope, and that membrane, like we can just follow and trace it to the endoplasmic reticulum. Okay, and the nuclear pore, we already talked about those. That's how stuff is going to enter and leave the nucleus from the cytoplasm. Okay, so you can kind of think of those as the secretary to the executive's office, right? It has to go through this one channel. Okay, and again, these are channel proteins that are allowing stuff to pass through those two phospholipid bilayers.